Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
A frightening morning for a family on the city's far west side. A mother in critical condition after police say she was stabbed and beaten, and 2 children were taken away in handcuffs. Katrina Weber is at the scene with what police say happened.
Plus, an amazing example of neighbors helping neighbors. A man saves his elderly and disabled friend from a burning house, and it was all caught on camera. That story ahead in your morning headlines.
Good morning, I'm Max Massey. We are here at East Central High School. We are talking about Bexar County Fire and Rescue teaming up with the local high school, teaching them drills, putting them through their own little version of a fire academy. We're actually going to be going through some of the drills in just a bit.
Area Girl Scouts are kicking off their cookie season, coming up what skills they're learning along the way.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Katie Blake, and Katie's Science Lab is back on the road. We are back at Barramundi Elementary School in New Braunfels with Miss Thompson's 3rd grade class. They're actually filing in right now. We're going to be ready to make our own volcanoes here. Coming up this hour, we'll get them settled, and we'll see you soon.
How exciting. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 26th, and as you can see, we have a busy show ahead this morning. We will also get to Justin Horn in just a minute for your forecast.
But first, we want to start with that early morning stabbing at a West Side apartment complex. Here's a look at where that investigation is taking place. The 8,000 block of West Military Drive. We're told a mother was stabbed and beaten by her own children.
And Katrina Weber has been there all morning, and she has the latest from police.
San Antonio police have been keeping watch on that 2nd floor unit here at the Castle Ridge Apartments. They say that's where the attack happened and where they found one of the suspects, the woman's own son. The woman herself called 911 to the home in the 8,000 block of West Military, telling dispatchers that she had been attacked. Officers who arrived around 5 this morning found out she had been stabbed and beaten with a baseball bat. They determined that her sons were suspects in the case. Police told me they are 12 and 16 years old. They say the 16-year-old was still in the apartment when they arrived. The 12-year-old had taken off, but officers caught him nearby. Both of those children are in custody. Their mother is in critical condition at a hospital. Police say this is still a developing case, and they really won't know more about why this happened until they get further along in their investigation. Reporting from the far west side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
And taking a look outside with live cam, it's 48 degrees out there. Pretty chilly out there. I guess this morning it almost felt damp.
Did a little bit. We had maybe a few sprinkles here and there. So far, dry roads though here in San Antonio, and the clouds are back. You know, the clouds yesterday, they held off until the afternoon, then they surged in. We're going to see sort of the backward scenario today, where we have the clouds early and then maybe some sun a little bit later today. Let's look at the satellite picture, and you can see where the clouds are right now. There are some breaks as you get out towards Gonzales, north and east of New Braunfels. And as we zoom out some, things have cleared out in places like LaGrange, where it's 42. Everyone else is underneath the cloud cover. 54 in Cotulla, 46 in Kerrville, 50 right now in Uvalde. And the forecast here today, here in San Antonio at least, probably mostly cloudy, if not cloudy through noontime, and then some breaks this afternoon. That should get temperatures up to about 57 degrees. If you're west of San Antonio, it stays cloudy most of the day. More good news in the pollen count. Molds are low. Mount Cedar is low. Is it possible we are ending the season a little early this year? I sure hope so. Looks that way. And as we look forward in time here on what to expect, San Antonio on the dividing line today with those clouds, as we just mentioned. Thursday will be overcast and cool, so clouds come back tomorrow. And then on Friday, we should get some pre-dawn showers and then some clearing. And as we said yesterday, the weekend looks fantastic. Temperatures will be in the 60s Saturday and Sunday, a little bit above average. And we'll see temperatures surging above average as we get into next week as well, with a couple of chances of rain mixed in there. We're going to talk more about those chances coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
Justin, thank you. Less than 10 minutes before our newscast began, we got a message about a crash at eastbound 410 at Fredericksburg, with traffic slowing all the way back to Ingram. Right now, we're not seeing any slowdowns in this shot, just somebody exiting way too far past the exit lane itself. Fire departments around Texas looking to fill more and more positions, and students are looking for jobs right out of high school.
Bexar County is partnering with East Central High School for a special program, and Max Massey joins us live. Good morning, Max. So you're dressed up there.
Hey,
Yes, good morning, guys. Just doing what some of these students have to do to start the morning. Joined here with LJ. So what do they start their day with?
So basically, they show up 7:30 in the morning. They do PT. After PT, they come in, they get freshened up, get dressed like they're going to work. They show up, they get inspected, make sure their boots are shined, their uniforms are correct. They have a pin, that way they get ready to start the class day. And then depending on if it's the seniors or juniors, we split them up because the senior class is actually in the EMT portion of the course right now. The juniors are still going through their Firefighter 1 portion of the course. And that's what we're working on, doing some skills a day of basic skills, going through studs in a wall to confined space to Denver drill and that.
Okay, no, this obviously mimics the studs in the wall, making sure they can, maneuver if they're out there, out and about on the scene. What does the collaboration look like between you guys and the school district? Why is this so important?
It's important. I went to East Central, so I'm kind of happy that we're doing this, because if I would have had this when I went to high school many years ago, it would have been a great program. Now having it here and getting more of the community involved and being able to see these kids in action and be able to hire them. When we get to a point, or ESD 10 or any of the local ESDs get to hire these kids that live in the community, that's a great asset in my opinion.
And they're ready to be job ready right after graduation, right?
Right after graduation, because they go through the whole fire academy process, and then they do the EMT portion with, that way when they turn 18, they go take the state test. They're full-fledged certified, and they can come do testing with us. Cibolo shirts do the same thing. Universal City, Live Oak, all the smaller municipalities, including the ESDs around here, even the state. you go look at the state's website right now, there's jobs posted everywhere. There's probably about 90 different jobs posted right now.
Wow. All right, guys, so this is what it's about. It's about preparing students while they're still going through high school. That way, when they graduate, they can enter the job force, help out our local men and women in outfits like these. We're going to have much more coming up on KSAT throughout the day. You're not going to miss it online and on air. Steph, Mark, back to you guys.
Thank you, Max.
80 morning headlines. A neighbor springs into action to save a man from a house fire.
And a Texas man helps take down a chase suspect, and it's all caught on camera. Plus, a surprising move in the NFL. So RJ Marcus joins us now with the stories.
This was a bit of a stunner, RJ.
It definitely was, and there's already rumors starting surrounding the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course.
Also part of this, of course, right? Always got to make it about the Dallas Cowboys over here. But we'll get to that story here in just a little bit, guys. First of all, we start with the pandemic. New data shows that the U.S. is now averaging around 2,000 deaths per day from COVID-19. That's slightly higher than when the Delta variant peak that we saw last summer. Pfizer is making its Omicron-specific vaccine, and it's already being tested. That's what officials are saying. Health experts weighing in that we need a universal coronavirus vaccine at this point. Dr. Anthony Fauci is also expected to address this at the White House later today. We will continue to follow that story. Okay, switching gears, and that's exactly what a Houston man did, taking it to another gear when he chased down another man who was running from law enforcement officers. Check out this video here. So the suspect was spotted driving a stolen truck, and deputies then tried to, of course, pull him over. Well, he ended up in an industrial complex and then took off running. That's when 26-year-old Devin, a former high school track athlete and trained security guard, started sprinting after the man. You could watch this right there. Look at him. He's catching up to him, sprinting after him. He finally gets him and then puts him into a bear hug right there, nearly takes him down. Devin said that he did that because he wasn't sure that the man had a weapon, and said that just overall his instincts just kicked in.
Citizen going after him.
I saw him, the suspect, running all the way down, and he was already like 50 yards from the officer. So I turned around and sped up and blocked him in, and I got out the car and started running. I wasn't even thinking. I just got out in like a hero moment.
Yeah, there you go. And you could see that suspect was arrested and taken into custody. Devin definitely putting it into high gear right there with that citizen's arrest. Okay, now to California, where an elderly and disabled man is thanking his neighbor for saving his life. So when the man's house caught fire, he had no way to get out until that neighbor sprang into action. Check out this fire. The fire ripped through the garage of a home of 92-year-old Harold Kaler. Harold was resting in his electronic recliner in a room right next to the garage, but the fire caused the power to go out, so he could not get up. Harold's next-door neighbor, Eric Bean, says another neighbor alerted him about the fire, and he jumped into action.
The door itself to the garage was glowing red. So I just came over and helped him get out of his recliner, grabbed his walker, and then we proceeded out of the house.
He got me out of there and got me out of the place, and I was really thankful for that.
I did put myself in personal harm or harm's way, but I would do it again.
Yeah, great stuff there from those neighbors. So fire officials said they still have not determined what caused that fire, and it will take months to remodel Harold's home, but at least he is okay this morning. And surprising news this morning, guys, from the NFL. Sean Payton, that's right, this individual right here behind me, is stepping down as head coach of the New Orleans Saints. But get this, he made it very clear that retirement is not the word that he wants to use. So Payton has been with the Saints for a long time, 16 years, entering the Superdome a year after the city's worst natural disaster, that'd be Hurricane Katrina. He led the Saints to the Super Bowl in 2009, bringing a title to New Orleans and hope to all of that South Louisiana area during that tough time when they were rebuilding. But he says coaching the team this next year in 2022 just isn't where his heart is right now. During his emotional 90-minute press conference, you can see him right there, Payton mentioned that he isn't ruling out a different coaching job. He even mentioned he's interested in a TV analyst job. So the Saints are now the 9th NFL team with a head coaching vacancy. The team also lost their star quarterback, Drew Brees, last year. And we've seen Drew Brees go into the TV world, the TV analyst world. But interesting stuff, guys. Cowboys. Rumors already about Sean Payton possibly coming back to Dallas.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So Payton was an assistant coach under Bill Parcells. He was their offensive coordinator. And there's always been this thought process that Jerry Jones would manage to get Sean Payton back. They thought after Jason Garrett left that might be the time to do it. But we know that Mike McCarthy is right now in Big D.
Stranger things have happened. It wouldn't it be weird if there was some sort of weird swap where Kellen Moore or Dan Quinn wind up in Nolans and Mr. Payton winds up in Dallas?
Great point, because Payton is still under contract, so there would be some compensation having to go to New Orleans. So that's a good thought there, Mark.
I do think at this point the more viable path for him is probably going to wind up being a broadcast booth, though.
Yeah, and he's always been a pretty opinionated coach, able to kind of, he doesn't hold back in press conferences, so I think he'd be pretty interesting as an analyst for sure.
Absolutely.
It'll be interesting to find out what happens to him and to the Cowboys, of course.
That's true.
RJ, thank you. Right now, 9:10, about 48 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
UTSA's athletic come and take it slogan could be coming to an end. This has some alumni stirred up and angry. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to give you the latest on the backlash between back and forth emails of the university's decision.
It's cookie season. Girl Scout cookies back in business after the break. Tell you more about how these goodies are helping the girls learn new skills and what's new on the menu.
And Katie's Lab is back on the road this morning. Katie and David are live at Baramendi Elementary getting ready for an experiment that has been seen here on GMSA at 9, and we love it, the Volcano Experiment.
Girl Scouts have officially kicked off their cookie season. Thousands of area Girl Scouts will begin receiving cookies to distribute to customers in San Antonio and 20 surrounding counties.
Last year, they sold more than 1 million boxes of Girl Scout cookies, and they expect this year's sales to be even bigger. Tiffany Huertas joins us live where the distribution is happening this morning with more. Tiffany, what type of skills are Girl Scouts learning while selling these cookies?
Good morning, Mark and Stephanie. They're learning different skills. Just check it out here on the box. It even tells you they're learning goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. And these are super cool. These are the new cookies here. To talk a little bit more about this, we have Stephanie here. Good morning. Talk to us about these new cookies.
Yeah, sure. So these are the new Adventurefuls, the new cookie for this year, and they are in short supply. So fortunately, these cookies are the ones that if you were lucky enough to pre-order from a Girl Scout, they're here. The girls are picking them up starting today. Or if you see them in front of the booth site starting early February, grab them while you can because they're very limited supply. But they're a brownie-inspired cookie bite with salted caramel cream.
Talk to us about all the different skills that they're learning along the way while they're selling them.
Right. So we call them our 5 essential skills. And, you know, what business owner doesn't want girls to have those skills in future employees, right? I mean, they're fundamental skills that our girls as young as 5 years old are learning. So when a girl is standing in front of you, in front of a booth sale, and she's asking, will you buy a box of Girl Scout cookies? Like, you're helping her. She has set her goal. She is counting her own money. She has a goal for what she wants to accomplish when she raises the money this program season. So you're helping not just getting, you know, a delicious product, but you're really helping that girl grow her leadership skills.
And there's many ways that you can help out and buy these cookies here in our community, right?
Yeah, so it's not too late to get cookies. You can download the Cookie Finder app to find booth sales near you. They start February 4th when they'll be in front of all your neighborhood stores, or visit girlscoutcookies.org.
And let me go over here to this vehicle because I see someone that is very familiar. We have Sean, our assignments editor here. Sean, tell me, how excited are you?
Oh, this is an exciting time.
Your girls are very excited.
Yes, the girls are very excited. The parents got a lot of work ahead of us, but the girls are all excited to get the cookies out.
You know who's very excited?
Everybody at KSAT's very excited because the cookies are coming.
Exactly. I know. We have some samples over there, but I have a feeling like these that you're picking up, they're going to be a hit.
I hope so. I haven't had the new cookies yet. The girls have, and some of the parents have, but I have not. So it'll be interesting to see what they taste like.
How many do you have here?
I have no idea. Well, we have 4 truckloads of cookies to pick up, so we'll see how it goes. 2,900 boxes. So.
Wow.
It's going to be a busy day.
Well, we're going to have a lot more for you in the noon show, but before we go, we're going to get you a little jealous here. Let's give them some of these delicious and favorite cookies here. This is our Samoas, right?
Yes. So this is the coconut cookie, the second most popular cookie. So if you want to try,
yes,
here we go.
Here. And for this, we pull down the mask, you know.
We are. Yeah, they're very delicious.
Mmm. Delicious. Okay, now these are my favorite.
I like the Thin Mints. I have my order in. Tell Sean I have my order in.
Tell Sean to keep up the good work.
Sean, Stephanie says, oh, wait. Back at the station, they say, keep up the good work, and they're waiting for those orders.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got my 4 boxes somewhere.
Poor Sean. Very, very busy this morning.
All right.
Very busy.
Tiffany Huertas, thank you very much, and thank you very much from an already winded Sean Talbot. It's going to be a long day.
Yes, but it's for the girls.
So I was telling Steph, I was lucky enough to think ahead, and I ordered a box of those Adventurefuls.
Adventurefuls, yeah, they're not on there anymore.
And then I'm waiting on my Limit Ups, my Do-Si-Dos, and my Thin Mints, which I've been told are even better. Once you put them in the freezer?
Yeah, that's all I order, the Thin Mints, every year.
All right, so you're working on your order now, and let's check in now with Justin Horn and see, do you need anything, or are you good?
I'm a s'mores guy.
Okay.
I like the s'mores one.
They still have those.
Very underrated, very underrated. I know they're not one of the big sellers, but they're very good.
Yeah,
okay.
They are good.
All right.
I feel very passionate about this.
Good. I'm glad.
As we all do about Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
Good work this morning, by the way, Tiffany and Sean out there. Okay, let's go outside for you. We've got some cloudy skies at the moment. Temperatures sitting at 48 degrees. East-northeasterly winds at about 9 miles per hour. There is a little bit of a wind chill with that wind. Feels like 44 at this hour. And as we look at the cloud cover, you remember yesterday we sort of had this problem. Where does that clearing line end up? Who gets the sun and who gets the cloud cover? Yesterday was our northeastern counties that were underneath the clouds, and then out west we saw a lot of sun. Today it's going to be sort of the reverse. San Antonio, though, will still be on the dividing line. At the moment, cloudy. That clearing line just to the northeast of New Braunfels, just west of Gonzales. And we'll see how far west it makes it a little bit later today. Right now it's kind of stuck, so I would imagine that we'll be in the cloud cover for several more hours. If you're out west, it'll be cloudy all day long. 50 right now in Uvalde, 52 Carrizo Springs, 55 in Del Rio. And here's a look at that forecast. So some clearing here in San Antonio this afternoon, 57. Out west, we'll be in the upper 50s, still some 40s underneath some of the thicker clouds. And then off to the east, where there's a little more sun. Temperatures probably pretty uniform, though, staying in the mid-50s today. Now, clouds build back in tonight, and I think we'll see a fairly cloudy day tomorrow, and that'll keep temperatures right back there in the mid-50s. But if you're hoping for a warm-up, we get one this weekend. Here's a look at the dew point tracker, and this is important to mention, too, that we just still don't have a ton of moisture to work with. We got another front coming through here, and yes, we could see a few showers Thursday night into Friday, but it's a small window. Notice the moisture builds back up though on Monday, and that will be our next chance for rain. Hopefully a little more significant rain. It's a small window, but I'm hoping for some slightly better rainfall totals. Across the country right now, it is bitterly cold up across the Great Lakes and northern part of the country. -15, that's what it feels like in International Falls. Look at the wind chill in Minneapolis. -25 feels like -13 in Chicago. The air temperature there, -3. Okay, this cold air is going to break east and help to produce a snowstorm there along the East Coast coming up this weekend. That's where a lot of the really active weather will be. But here across Texas, we are actually seeing some wintry weather, not here in San Antonio, but up across the Texas Panhandle. Snow flying this morning around Amarillo and Lubbock. Some pretty heavy snow, in fact, there along I-40. And we can see one of the cameras from TxDOT up there. The roads are completely snowed in. It's not good driving up there. So the Texas Panhandle seeing some active wintry weather, and there are winter weather advisories posted up there. For us, again, we're not even expecting precipitation today. As we look down the line, though, that system moves east. Here comes our next storm system. And by late Thursday night, early Friday morning, we could see a few showers. I don't think it amounts to much, but there is a window there where we could see some shower activity. This is probably out of here by sunrise on Friday, and then clouds will clear out Friday afternoon. As we said yesterday, the weekend looks really, really good. Here are our rain chances laid out. Thursday late, and then Friday morning, that 30% chance of rain. And as I said, on Monday, we get another shot, 30%. Here's the extended forecast. 56 Friday, 63 Saturday, 67 on Sunday. Sun all weekend long. Really, really nice. There's that small window early Monday. And we're back into 70s by Tuesday of next week, guys.
Back to the 70s. We'll take it for now.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Justin. 922, about 48 degrees.
And we're going to check in with Katie and David right after the break for a look at what today's experiment involves.
That's where David is. We are almost through January. Katie's Science Lab on the road has had a busy month. Katie and David are live at Baramendi Elementary this morning with Ms. Thompson's third grade class up there in New Braunfels yet again.
Hi, good morning. What are you guys up to today?
Oh, good morning. We are doing maybe one of our favorite activities here on Katie's Science Lab, the Make Your Own Volcano, and our third graders here have been hard at work. I mean, look at these volcanoes. These look excellent, you guys. Just a refresher for those of you at home for this activity. We're taking a plastic bottle here. We already put some baking soda in, and what the kiddos have been doing is they've been using Play-Doh and clay and even some food coloring to design their volcano. So in just a little bit, we're going to make our volcano erupt using our vinegar, and they are really, really excited about that. So let's check on some of these volcanoes. David,
the creativity in volcanoes is absolutely incredible. First off, you guys were even using your pencil. Tell me how you decided this is what your volcano should look like. What'd you guys come up with?
So we decided that the food coloring, after we had put it up to make it run down a little, so it looks like lava coming down beforehand on the explosion. And what else did we do, guys?
The lava's hot, right?
Yeah.
So we can't touch it anymore, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
That's the idea, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the idea.
And look, the blue, that's absolutely gorgeous. So see, the Play-Doh and the clay all came together to make that volcano, right?
Yes.
And how did you come up with the idea with the orange coming down the side?
So basically we thought of like the lava streaming down. So I put some red food dye down here to make like lava, and then lava coming down from the mouth of the volcano.
Are you ready to see that volcano explode? All right, we're going to get to that in just a second. Look now over here. Look at these guys. They guys made some lava paths. So tell me about your lava going down the side. How'd y'all come up with that idea?
Okay, so we decided that instead of just putting volcano like the regular just rock and stuff, we decided that we would make like slides coming down. So we would like to call them the lava slides. And so then we took the food coloring and like put them in between the slides, and it dripped down to make it look like the lava.
So lava slides down the side of the volcano, right?
Yeah.
So you're just helping it a little bit. And how did you make that lava slide? Go ahead and show me.
First you get a clay, Play-Doh, whatever, and then you roll it up till it's really long, and then you use a pencil or something long to make the middle from there, and then you would put it on the volcano or whatever.
And you've got a lava slide.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to see the lava slide down here in just a few minutes because we're going to come back and we're going to have that volcano go off. And look at these over here.
Warning sign. That looks great, you guys.
Owen made the warning sign and the dinosaur. I put the polka dots on the volcano and Harper.
I decided to put the blue so it looks like blue lava, and then I decided to put the grass so it looks like the dinosaur is eating the grass. And yeah.
These are awesome.
This is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
And look at these two over here. You guys ready? We're going to explode some volcanoes here in a second. This is some creative work.
When we check in with you guys next time, we're going to make our explosion happen, so we'll see you then.
Gonna blow some stuff up.
Yeah, very colorful out there.
All right, David and excuse me, Katie out there at Veramendi Elementary up in New Braunfels. We'll be back with them.
All right, and there's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9. San Antonio Spurs taking the win last night against the Houston Rockets. RJ Marquez will give us a recap of last night's highlights and who led them to the victory.
And UTSA got a lot of backlash after changing or getting rid of, rather, the athletic slogan, "Come and Take It." Next half hour, RJ's back with some released emails before the decision was made.
Taking a look outside with live cam this morning, we started kind of chilly. We're now in the 40s.
Yeah, 48 degrees. We'll be in the 50s this afternoon. Feels a little chilly out there. We've got some winds putting wind chills in the low 40s at this hour. But I want to show you the temperatures across the state. It's much colder as you go north. Places like Amarillo in the 20s right now. Same for West Texas. Let's look at the map real quick. 19 actually in Amarillo, 23 Lubbock, 23 in Midland, 29 Abilene, 29 Wichita Falls. It's up there where there is some wintry weather that will happen today. And you can see some of the snow already flying from Oklahoma City all the way back down towards the Lubbock area. Some of it pretty heavy. And there are winter weather advisories posted there. Meantime, for us, this is a look at the satellite picture. You see the clouds. The clearing line is just to our north and east, at least here in San Antonio, but starting to move west. I think eventually we will see a little bit of sun here in San Antonio this afternoon, but it'll take some time. 48 degrees right now, 45 Kerrville, 50 in cloudy in Uvalde, 52 Carrizo Springs. Clouds will hold west of San Antonio throughout the remainder of the day. There's a look outside. You can see a little bit of sunlight filtering through there. Dew point is at 41, east-northeasterly winds at about 9, and as I mentioned earlier, that puts the wind chill at about 44. Here is the forecast for today. We'll go mostly cloudy noontime, 51, 55 by 2 p.m., 57 our high temperature today. Northeasterly winds 5 to 15. Guys.
Justin, thank you. Real quick right now, we finally have a better look at that incident. This is eastbound 410 at Fredericksburg. We were hearing earlier about backups all the way to Ingram. Right now on the Google Maps, I see that it's backed up to about Callahan, but we think this accident is in the clearing stages. Eastbound 410, Fredericksburg. Well, for years, UTSA's rallying cry at some sporting events was "Come and Take It." That's until UTSA's president decided the phrase would no longer be used by the school or the athletics department.
And that sparked heated debates on both sides, and we now have some of the reaction to that decision. RJ's back with a deep dive into some of the emails that you received from UTSA. Tell us about this process to get the emails.
Yeah, so it was a months-long process. So I definitely now know what Dylan Collier has to go through
on a regular basis.
Yeah. So we requested these emails through public records request. So this is all public information. And basically, these were emails that were addressed to President Taylor Amy in September, days after that controversial decision, and we didn't receive them, about 200 emails, until about a few weeks ago. So while there were many that voiced support for President Amy, the majority were against removing "Come and Take It," referring to the move as, quote, "cowardly and surrendering to cancel culture." So a couple of emails here. One said that if you were going to remove this very Texas tradition, then please remove Texas from the school name. Many others said that they would no longer financially support UTSA. One emailer wrote, "You have lost lost me as a donor. Good luck trying to wipe out all of our history. But of course, there were some different views here. A UTSA professor wrote that it was a difficult but smart leadership decision. Another wrote, I am a native Texan and until recently never considered that phrase through the lens of those who might have been negatively impacted. So overall, guys, it was about a 65%, I would say, that were against removing come and take it, and about 35. So about 2/3 against removing it, and the other 35% were for the president's decision.
RJ, for people that may not remember, what started the process of removing come and take it as a slogan?
Yeah, so this all started back in August, Mark and Stephanie. So UTSA unveiled its new $40 million campus athletics center, and one of the focal points was this right here, this large come and take it sign that was right there in the front lobby. So it was literally the first thing that people saw when they walked into the new race facility there on campus at UTSA. But it definitely caused a stir within some members of UTSA's faculty. A professor started an online petition to have the slogan removed because she said it, quote, embodies both anti-Mexican and pro-slavery sentiments. So the petition did receive nearly 1,000 signatures, and President Amy initially decided that he was going to have a task force look into this, but then he just decided that they were just going to disassociate themselves with the phrase altogether, saying that it was just going to be a major distraction. And so the phrase that had been used since 2016 no longer being used by the athletics department. They removed it from all buildings, digital properties, and of course this sign right there took it out of the race facility. But guys, honestly, I mean, you know, it helped that the football team obviously was not distracted by this, because a lot of people were sort of going back and forth. Football team had a great season. Of course, they won a conference championship, and you know, again, a lot of emails were saying that they were no longer going to buy tickets to sporting events or financially support them, but the team did get record attendance this season at the Dome towards the end of the season.
There's a full article on this online at KSAT.com, including a really good sample of the for and against emails as well. All right, let's switch gears.
Yeah, go Spurs, go.
Yes, we're going to talk Spurs now, and some good news for Spurs fans for a change.
Yeah, we're excited about that, RJ.
Yeah, the silver and black, desperate for a win last night. And you know what? Thanks to the Houston Rockets here for helping us out. Thanks to our I-10 buddies.
Our buddies.
The Rockets are worse than the Spurs are. They actually are. So good to see the Spurs come out here. So this game being played last night out there in Houston, and San Antonio came out early on. Remember, Pop had been preaching this. You know, you got to come out early. Do not give these big leads to opposing teams. Spurs came out good. They needed. They had lost 8 of their last 10 games, but as you could see earlier on, DeJounte Murray, 19 points, 10 assists, 3 steals. So come on, people, let's get DeJounte into the All-Star game. The Spurs fans need something to think about, to cheer about here. So interesting little notes here. The All-Star reserves will be announced on February 3rd. So DeJounte's probably not going to be an All-Star starter, but definitely in the reserve pool. I think he's going to get in. But going back to this game here, 6 players in double figures. Jakob Poeltl, Justin's guy, 18 points and 9 boards. The Spurs shot 57% from the floor, so that's pretty good when you look at things, and that usually leads to a lot of wins. So Spurs did some work yesterday. And guys, Pop Watch here.
Okay.
You know, like Panda Watch.
Is it?
We have a camera.
Well, you know, we can make like a little graphic or something. Pop Watch. He is now 8 wins away from being the all-time winningest head coach in the NBA. The Spurs are now 12th in the Western Conference, 3.5 games back of that playing spot. They host Memphis tonight. A pretty tough opponent there for the Spurs.
All right, bless you, Spurs, for winning, and bless you for sneezing, Steph.
All right, thank you.
There we go, yeah. Go Spurs, go.
All right, see what we can do against Memphis tonight.
Let's go, let's do it.
Thank you very much, RJ, for the stories there.
The good news.
The good news, the good news, that's what I meant to say. 9:40, about 48 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9, and we're going to check back with Katie and David right after the break. Hi, welcome back. It's 9:43. So Katie and David are in New Braunfels ISD this morning at Barramundi Elementary with a 3rd grade class that cannot wait to blow things up with a volcano experiment.
Let's get right to it. Katie and David, is everyone ready to go?
Oh, everyone is ready. They've worked so hard making these awesome volcanoes, and we're going to go group by group so they can show you all what they've done. But first, I'm going to demo what we're doing here. All right, David, hold our funnel and be ready to move it out of the way. So we're going to come around, you guys, and pour our vinegar in. Good job. Wow. Good job on the funnel. So that's what you guys are we're gonna come help you pour the vinegar, but then someone make sure you're ready to move that funnel out of the way pretty quick, okay? All right. We're gonna start down here. Who's gonna put the funnel in? All right.
Oh no.
Be ready to go. Move. Oh, good job.
What do you think?
I think that's really cool.
It's
like Siri Miss.
Do that one more time.
We can do it again.
Do that one more time. This is more fun. You do it.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Ready? Watch it.
Real quick. Wait. Maybe. Let's see. Whoa!
Yay.
Good job.
All right, I'm worried about your dinosaur. Your dinosaur is going to get hurt by all the lava coming down. Yeah, keep your dinosaur. Don't let your dinosaur get hurt.
The Jurassic period.
Okay, pull it.
Wow. Warning, don't go. Don't go to it.
Have that finger ropes like that. Okay, we'll come back in a minute. All right, here, let's go to the next group.
All right, next group. You ready? You want to pour it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh.
That was a little explosion.
Yeah. Yeah, ready?
Okay, do it again.
Let's do it. Okay, great.
All right, y'all ready? I like how you built a little wall around all your all the lava flow right there to hold it in.
Okay, let's see how
Oh, we can do some more. It needs a little
Put some
more.
in there. Dump away.
There we go.
See, look, and your lava. What is this? What did you call this?
This is lava.
Your lava. So look, it worked. It kind of worked, didn't it?
Yeah. Look at
Good. All right, let's go over here. You've been waiting all day for this.
Go for it. Go for it.
Go for it. It's like Pepsi. It's Diet Pepsi. Or in this case, Coke. There you go. All right, you ready?
Yeah, all right. Last group. You ready? Here. You want to pour?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Here we go. You ready to pull?
All right, come on, Kyle.
Stand back.
It's crazy. It's like smoking.
How about that, huh?
That was awesome. Yeah.
Did you think it was going to explode that big?
No.
That was pretty big, huh?
Seeing everyone else's, yes, that was very big.
Do it again, real quick. See what happens the second time.
And. Still very big.
Miss Thompson, thank you so much for having us. We had a lot of fun with these third graders today. And Katie Science Lab, we're going on the road, so if you have a teacher that would be interested in us coming to visit their class, send me an email. You can find more info on KSAT.com.
Thanks, guys. That's a stressful job, the one holding the funnel.
I know, right? You know it's going good when it shoots up right through the funnel.
That was a good one.
Thank you, guys. As we bring in Justin, I know we've seen this experiment before, but it's almost like we're seeing it for the first time every time.
It was a little different.
It's still fun to watch.
Yeah.
And by the way, the science was great, but the artwork that the kids did, the volcanoes, they looked amazing.
Yeah, very colorful over
Well
there.
done. Well done. Exciting stuff. Hey, let's take a look at the time lapse this morning. We had a lot of cloud cover move in overnight after, we did see some clearing out west yesterday. Clouds have been kind of shifting back and forth here, but we're cloudy right now, 48 degrees, east-northeasterly winds at about 9 miles per hour. And as we look at the cloud cover, just like yesterday, it's going to be very important where that clearing line is. We can see that things are still cloudy here around Bexar County. You go to New Braunfels, though, we're starting to see some clearing, and this will happen slowly east to west today. Yesterday was kind of backwards, but we'll see the clearing line come this way and maybe get some sun here in San Antonio a little bit later this afternoon. 46 right now in Gonzales, 48 San Antonio, 45 Kerrville, 39 Fredericksburg, 52 in Carrizo Springs underneath cloud zero. And I think it stays cloudy out west. So places like Rock Springs, you may only make it up to about 50 degrees, upper 40s, 50 or so this afternoon. 55 in New Braunfels, though, more sun there, 54 Gonzales. We'll shoot for 57 here in San Antonio, and that's if we get a little bit of sun, which I think we will. Tonight, we fall back down into the 40s, and then tomorrow will be overcast for everybody, and highs will only be in the mid-50s tomorrow. Here's the big picture. We've got some snow flying across the Texas Panhandle and Oklahoma, some rain across Florida, otherwise pretty quiet, albeit cold as you get up to the north. Places like Chicago, -3 right now. Cold air is all bottled to the north, though. We're going to see basically mild temperatures going forward, and it actually gets fairly warm as we get into next week. There is the storm system that is causing a little bit of wintry weather today across the Texas Panhandle. It stays too far north to do anything for us, but you can see the snow stretching from Oklahoma City back down towards, say, Midland, Odessa, and that's where there could be some issues on roads today. Winter weather advisories posted there with some winter storm warnings back in parts of New Mexico. So here's the forecast going forward as we look at 5 o'clock today. Still some snow across North Texas. For us, just a little bit of cloud cover. And then by tomorrow, we fast forward to 4 p.m. tomorrow. We've got cloudy skies, but here comes the storm system, and this may help to kick up a few showers, emphasis on few, late Thursday into early Friday. We have a small window here for some showers, and I don't think we see much in the way of rainfall as far as adding up to much. It will be fairly widespread, but it will all be very, very light. And then by 7 a.m. Friday morning, a lot of that rain is pushing south, and eventually the clouds push south too. We get sun by Friday afternoon. This is going to lead to a great weekend, by the way. Both Saturday and Sunday look really, really nice. So 57 today, 55 tomorrow, and cloudy. We put in a 30% chance of showers Thursday night into early Friday morning, then turning breezy and sunny on Friday, 56. It's 63 and sunny Saturday, 67 on Sunday. And I should point out, Saturday morning, we will dip down close to freezing. Another chance rain shows up Sunday night into early Monday. With this go round, we could see even a few thunderstorms before things clear out Monday afternoon. So some small windows there for rain. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Coming up on Live, we got John Goodman from the Righteous Gemstones, plus hockey great Henrik Lundqvist. And Save Your Sanity Week continues. See you soon.
Another look out there with TransGuide. Still have that vehicle on the side of the road there at Loop 410 at Fredericksburg, but traffic is still moving, just kind of slow.
On the shoulder there, eastbound. Well, most of us love history, and another great example of some historic photos on KSAT.com.
Yeah, I love looking at these. So these are historic photos of Kerrville, including the original HEB. That's not it, but that's one of the photos there.
Yeah, these vintage photos go back as far as the 19th century. Kerrville, founded in 1889, according to this website, and was settled by mainly German pioneers.
That's right. So again, the Kerrville is the home to the original HEB, Texas's most beloved grocery chain, and the photo is coming up. I think it's after that one.
It's best known for its beautiful parks, such as Kerrville Shriner Park, the Louise Hayes Park, Flat Rock Park, and that line, the Guadalupe River, runs right through the city. Shriner, by the way, if you're not familiar, is a private Presbyterian university in Kerrville, and that's also included in some of the photos.
Yeah, it's also included in the photos, St. Charles Hotel, and there was a training. I don't have that paper of which training that was.
All the photos used in the article, courtesy of the UTSA Digital Library Special Collection, but check it out on KSAT.com.
Yeah, we have it on our website. The HEB does not look like an HEB.